am here today for a very short message for all of you. I am making this video today because I received consecutively 2 phone calls from my students with the same problem. So both of them were sharing that they're feeling anxious because everybody around them appears to be doing so well. They are managing multiple chapters, all the subjects, all the targets. And in spite of putting all the time that I have available, I'm not really reaching that level. So the reason for stress was not that they're not putting hard work, but mainly because they're comparing their journey, their scores with their peer group, which is the most risky thing to do at this stage. So I just wanted to convey to all of you children, at this time, please stop looking around. Everybody's timeline was different. Some of them had done early work. Some were very regular in their inputs throughout. Some are fast learners. Some are smart learners. Like even if they do not know the subject very well, they have a better common sense factor. So I've seen so many good children not exactly knowing the subject very deeply, but they understand the concepts by simply listening to a teacher, and then by some elimination methods and some common sense factor by relating that this is not possible, so this might be the right answer. So they manage a better score, right? But some of them really need to do deep learning. Some really need to do deep learning because before they can really get that good score. And absolutely, there is nothing wrong in either of the two styles. Please own yourself. You cannot change your learning style. You cannot change the way your brain is wired. Your learning style is set at this time of the year. It's just 2.5 months ahead. I'm talking about JEE. The exam is approaching, and this time is going to be a lot chaotic. You're going to have your pre-boards coming up, your practicals coming up, a lot of preparation of files, and so many things coming up. So the best thing at this time is to stay very cool and composed, mentally stable, sure of yourself. Just own your pace. The only thing that's going to matter at this time is not quitting, not slowing down, using the maximum time that is available to you. Every minute of the day should be calculated well, in control. Follow the test schedules, one test schedule of any coaching or wherever you're giving the test. Diligently try to follow that schedule, and simply giving a test is not enough, but giving a test the right way. Now, what is the right way? Honestly, even if you have circumstances and conditions to cheat, please do not do that, because this is not the final judgment time. This is simply helping you one step closer to your goals. And this is really going to help you when you do your work very diligently, when you are honest in your attempt. So, first and foremost, honest attempt. Try to revise the entire chapter once before you go for the test. Don't just do the PYQs or just some important questions. Or let us say some academies have a system of giving questions related to what they teach you in class in the form of assignments. The questions come from those assignments. You do selective work, you end up getting a good score, which is giving you a false confidence, not the real confidence. So go through the notes, whatever notes you've made in a chapter, whatever your source. Particularly for chemistry, I would say NCERT and the notes of your coaching. One quick revision, review of the chapter must be done before going for a test. That's very important at this stage. And then using a different color of highlighter, just highlight the points that you want to revise once again when you do the second learning, because one learning is not going to be enough. More than going into unnecessary details and unnecessary depths and unnecessary topics of each chapter, follow around, just decide a certain radius around the NCERT to do the chapters, and repeated learning of those topics is more important than going to unnecessary details and covering the topics which have a very, very less percentage of being asked in the exams. So for J1, follow basics. I'm again specifying I'm not a subject expert for physics or maths, so I'm mainly guiding you with respect to chemistry. Follow NCERT, follow your notes, do give one learning before you go for a test, and then after a 1 hour or a 2 hour or a 3 hour test, whatever your schedule is, do sit down to go through your mistakes. That's very important, because if you're simply giving tests and then brooding and discussing the result, comparing it with your peer group, but not actually analyzing the mistakes you've made, it is just a waste of time and effort. It is not going to produce any results, trust me, children. So even if after every test you are on a 10% improvement, pat your back. You're doing good work. Please do not compare. And trust me on this, if you're super consistent, you're super focused, you're just bothered about yourself, you simply managing the syllabus on time, you really don't need multiple guides, multiple books, multiple coaching. Nothing is needed, children. Only thing that is going to help you is completing your syllabus on time, proper learning and revision, and targeting the tests with a revision of each test score, like with an analysis of each test score. That's super important. So if just this much is being done in the 3 subjects, you're good to go. Even if your friend or your peer group people, your group is doing far better than you, it's perfectly fine. In any case, you can only follow your own intelligence, your own mental wiring, your own time system, and your own speed. There's absolutely no fun comparing yourself with anyone. What you can do is utilize all the time available to you throughout the day very, very judiciously, not wasting a moment, taking well-defined breaks. There's no harm if you use all the 24 hours with a proper sleep time, eating time taken out, and remaining all the time is divided into your coaching and your self-study very judiciously, very effectively. You're good to go. You cannot do anything better than that, right? So a well-planned strategy and most important, consistent effort till the last day without over or under confidence. Just trust your preparation and you're good to go, children, right? So all the best. Please have that self-confidence. If you're studying, you're putting in your best, you're good to go, right? And do not spend a lot of time on one chapter. Do not explore one chapter from variety of books. Just one source is enough, but complete learning. And it should be around NCERT. It's a little beyond NCERT, like the topic which is given in NCERT, you should know whys and why nots of that. You should know the topics around PYQs, minimum last 3 years of JEE, and this should be your first step of learning. So do not spend unnecessary time on one chapter at the cost of missing a few chapters. I hope this helps. Stay tuned. All the best. And like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.